Solution, a real estate podcast hosted by Jeff Seabach and Phil Sexton.
Welcome to they got a sneak peek right there of who our special guest is today.
Hold on.
This is episode 74 of the Solution podcast. It's a real estate podcast where we feel it's time to put consumers first in real estate. So we started a podcast to get out there on the hilltops and shout about it. My co-host Jeff Seabach, I'm Phil Sexton. Welcome to episode 74. What's up, Jeff?
I guess happy holidays is in order.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, we got a special guest. I mean, we got a week of special guests, but I mean, this guy is awesome, right?
This guy, you know what I like most about this guy? Is he lives in a place that I wouldn't mind living.
Oh, wow. I think we all would love to live in San Diego.
Right? So Kyle Whissel, let's bring him aboard. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah!
Welcome to the podcast, sir.
Well, what's up, guys? I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. I got a couple of fun stats just to give our listeners an idea of the caliber of guests that
Come on the solution.
Yeah, right.
Yes. To talk about the consumer first.
So you run the Whissel Realty group at eXp Realty, correct?
Correct.
And you guys...
When did you move to EXP?
I ran my own independent shop for 13 years, and we just moved over earlier this year to EXP. So for the first time in my career, I am not the broker, which is like a really weird thing, but I've come to appreciate it. And the fact that
You have more free time now?
back this year, and like there's getting color in my hair again because I don't have to stress about all the nonsense.
You sleep more? Is that like now you know if your bed is good?
So much less stress. I love it. If I ever tell you guys I'm going to be the broker again, like you have full permission to shoot me. Like it will never ever happen again.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, and your team...
but he was officially, because indie brokers was, you know, a big thing when we went to Inman last year up to Inman Connect up in San Francisco. But you made the jump over. Why? I just have to ask him, like, why would you make the jump over to EXP? It sounds like you're super excited about it, but why? Like, why would you do that?
So the biggest thing is getting rid of all the liability. The fact that I was getting in trouble on a regular basis when one of my agents would do something stupid, like give the buyer the keys 2 days before closing, and the buyer happens to demo the house and they don't even own it yet. And the neighbor takes a video and sends it to the Department of Real Estate. And then I get in trouble for that, or just a variety of stupid things that agents do. And it's not a matter of if it's going to happen when you're a broker, it's just a matter of when. And so never having to deal with that again was a huge part of it. The other part of it is I never really saw alignment with what you pay into a brokerage versus what you get. A lot of brokers just hang their hat on, oh, you get to use our logo, our name, our brand recognition, our balloon, whatever. Like that's so stupid to me. I never saw alignment with what I pay versus what I get. EXP was the first time that I saw all I got to put in is this and I get this. Now, not only was there alignment, if anything, there was misalignment in my favor. And so between all the technology that they provide for us, which saves me a ton of money, they pay all the insurance costs so I don't have to, or at least the majority of it. And then they incentivize us via stock and via referral fees from other agents that we bring into the company. So now there's a disproportional swing in my favor now, and I'm loving it. So I got rid of the liability, added a couple new income streams, and cut a lot of costs. It's a perfect.
And essentially, it looks like since how successful you are, he's going to get the numbers in a moment, but as teams emerge as the new power in the industry, as brokers become less important, obviously we still have to have one. But I mean, from the consumer side, they don't really, I don't know that they have to go with these large, these formerly huge successful names anymore. We're currently with one that wasn't, it wasn't even existing in the 80s and the 90s. Right. And now, so it's just a different world is what I'm saying, but it allows you to be a great team leader and run your business as you see fit. That's nice.
Yeah, and I mean, the way I look at it, I still run my own business. I just don't take the liability anymore, but I'm still Whissel, always have been, always will be Whissel. It's all my business. I just clear my deals through EXP now instead of clearing them through my own name, which is brilliant. Why should we take that liability just to have that name as a broker? It's crazy to me that people do it. So,
well, yeah. So when you say clear your deals, you mean clear the $205 million of sales volume?
Yes, sir.
That was 2017 numbers, right?
Wow.
I got you in 2018 ranked 5th in the state of California and number 1 in the county of San Diego for teams by sides, by numbers of transactions.
Yes, sir.
And you actually attribute a lot of it to culture.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. When I first started out, it's funny because these are starting to pop up in my on this days. Because back in 2009, I was sitting around on a Black Friday, and there were computers on sale from Dell, and I was like, you know what, it's time to go big. I was just running myself plus an assistant. I had a lot of REO business, a lot of short sale business, and I just realized it was time to grow. And so I bought like 10 computers on a Black Friday, and I was like, okay, I've got 10 computers, but I have a 100 square foot office. So now I need to get a bigger office. So I leased up like a 2,000 square foot office. And so I was like, all right, I got computers, I got an office, now I need people. And I just hired anybody and everybody just to fill that space in my office. And I had people anywhere from 20 years old to what seemed like 120 years old. And it's not that
people live longer in San Diego, I hear. It is pretty nice out there.
Yeah, about 98 is tops here.
So it's not that older person can't be successful. It's just not a fit for what we do. We're super young, super tech savvy. We're very innovative with technology. And so we were spending more time with some of these older agents trying to teach them how to log into their Gmail and things like that, where we couldn't actually get into some of the technology that we were using to really innovate in the industry. And so that first year, we did terrible. I lost well over $100,000 that first year. At the end of that year, when I actually sat down and kind of looked back over everything we did that year, we realized like these guys, they can be very successful. They just don't fit what we do. But the group over here fits what we do and is killing it. So let's get rid of the people over here, focus more on the people here, because this is
right.
And so when we really started hiring to that culture of young, fun, innovative, and hip, that really, really helped us out to really excel. And we went from doing 82 deals to 242 deals in a year because now we had the right people, everybody on the same page, and now we could really push the envelope with technology.
Interesting. I mean, it almost sounds like you were able to allocate resources. You can focus more resources into the people that fit rather than spreading them thin.
Yeah.
Smart.
And so again, not that person can't be successful. My main competitor in my market's 80 something years old. He's out knocking doors, 5 days a week, and he crushes it. That just isn't a fit for our style. We're big on internet leads. We're really big on systems and technology. And so trying to have people doing 100 different things isn't a fit. You just know what you're good at, focus on it, and go deep instead of trying to.
I want to ask him about the leads.
Okay, I want to ask him if the guy that's out knocking on doors dresses like Uncle Sam.
There is a guy in San Diego that does that, and he kills it.
Right. I know. I wasn't sure if he was who you're talking about because my mom actually has a house over there, and I see him out there in his Uncle Sam outfit. And when I look him up online, he's doing business. And
just so you know, that is not where we're going with this.
No,
that is not where we're going. That is a
visually
a me attitude in that guy. I don't know.
All right, sorry. What were you going to ask him?
Well, all right. So only because we do have a lot of teams that listen to this, I would be interested because I think it's a challenge because we're running through the current challenge of as we just moved into a new CRM, and that's getting the leads to our agents, or I don't know if you use, I know you've had inside sales. You said you might be moving away from that. Just kind of like, what is your current process of, because it's hard because when you're an individual, you just pick up the phone, right? Like when the lead comes in from Zillow or wherever you buy. So I'd like to learn a little bit about what percentage of leads you get and where, and then talk about how you funnel them out to through inside sales or out to your agents, a little bit of that.
Yeah, so I'm really big on bringing some of the old school back right now. So I just had a phone call come in, and first thing I did is hit the reject button. I do not have a voicemail.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I do not have a voicemail anymore. So I believe that in 2019, a voicemail equals a hang up. And I tracked this for about a month, and I found that 75% of the people that called me, if they got to my voicemail, they did not leave one. They hung up the phone.
Thank you for listening. Now more than ever, it is important to put the consumer first. Check us out on all major streaming platforms like SoundCloud, iTunes, Player FM, Google Play, and Stitcher. Information about one-on-one coaching or solution events, text 480-530-7972.